play.
I haven't thought about Candlebox in 20 years. That's blowing my mind.
Look, it's JD.
Oh, is this sponsored, Jim?
It should be.
All right. There we go. All right.
Here he is. It's Jonathan Deasing, JD. He's the host of the 3-Bit Gamer Show and one of the hosts.
Yes, sir.
It's such a big job, it takes 3 of them.
Yeah. It's tough work.
Yes, it is. And the 3-Bit Gamer Show is a podcast that comes out once a week.
Every Tuesday.
On Tuesday. And so you can check it out. What have you got for us today, Mr. Deasing?
I have, well, not a lot of games, because I think everyone's just kind of holding off. The big new Assassin's Creed game is coming out later in the month. I'll talk about the next time I'm on.
Okay.
But all the game developers are kind of scared of releasing around that, the new big hit. So we don't have a ton of releases. But one thing I wanted to pitch here for everyone, anyone that has a PC, even if it's not really a super, like a gaming PC, might be able to run some of these games. Check out, if you don't have Steam. Steam is like a PC storefront for PC games. It's kind of the end-all, be-all, because they've got everything. Like, if you're not on Steam, like, your game doesn't exist. And
One-stop shopping.
Yes, absolutely. And they have tons of sales, and it's really awesome. So if you are interested in games at all, and you have a computer, I'd check it out, because one of the things that Steam does 3 times a year, triannually, I don't know why they do it like that, is called Steam Next Fest, where they have hundreds, sometimes thousands of demos available of all these upcoming games, majority indie games, which is, I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. You play 1 million games for free, and then you can usually you play through the demo, it's like an hour or two, and then it's like, do you want to add this to your wish list? And it's a really cool opportunity to be able to see what's coming out, and a lot of hot new games, a lot of indie games you would never see otherwise. And Steam does a really good job of seeing the games you like and recommending games that you might like.
Oh, there's an algorithm that keeps track of that.
And that's on. You can use it on Mac or PC, but I would check that out. Check out Next Fest. It is actually just ended yesterday, but there will be one in another couple months. It's just a really awesome thing if you're looking for quirky new games, tiny games, indie games. That's kind of the spot. So check it out. And then I just have a bunch of fun internet stuff.
Okay.
First one here is a website that lists rejected vanity license plates. Different DMVs across the country. It shows you the plate name, what the customer, what their description of the plate was, whether they thought it was appropriate or not, and then why the DMV flagged it, and then finally whether or not it got through.
The first one that popped up that I see is the plate said crawl pig, CRWLPIG.
Okay.
The customer said it means not available. The customer didn't say anything. The DMV reviewer said pig police. It doesn't say
equals
that.
police.
Yeah, so crawl police.
If that's your association, I feel like that's on you.
Yeah.
A lot of these get flagged for crazy reasons, but there's definitely some quirky ones. If you just hit refresh, it brings up a new one, and that's kind of how you browse through them.
Then there's this one, King 14 King 14.
Okay.
Customer says King is the name of my soccer team, and number 14 is the jersey I use.
Okay,
yeah.
seems
DI
reasonable. Yeah.
The DIV said that the number 14 equals Hitler, so it was not approved.
What?
It's true. No, the 14 words.
Oh,
I
that's
understand.
true. That is true.
They're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. Okay.
So they rejected that one.
Nice.
Anyway, interesting.
Yeah, they're on top of it. So, yeah, this is just kind of a fun thing to see.
Yeah.
Another thing that I found that I was just delighted about because it really spoke to my childhood was kid pics. There's a bunch of millennials out there right now that are like, oh, my gosh, kid pics. It was like paint before paint.
Yeah, I remember this.
I had it on my old Macintosh, and it was essentially just like a drawing software where you could
use your cursor
mouse.
to color things.
Right,
Yeah.
and you can just draw. I showed this to my sister. She said her nephew ran their printer dry, printing off all of his masterpieces. So this one I spent probably way more than I'd like to admit as a child, but obviously when I found it more recently.
It's kind of satisfying.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
I'm drawing a kitty.
Yeah, and it's just cool to see the tools that they had way back then, and what we There you go.
You're a
Oh,
kitty.
nice.
Oh, you did draw a kitty,
I drew a
Carrie.
kitty.
Yeah, we don't need Photoshop. We got kid
cat.
pics. What
Kerry
else?
knows how to draw. He'll deny it, but he really does know how to draw.
Are you doing that like with touchscreen?
With my finger, yeah.
Kid pics works with. Wow, dude.
You got an
yeah.
iPad?
Oh, you're going to lose
Now I'm
more
gonna have to
time,
boot
yeah.
it back up.
iPad.
I've also got here is this was kind of cool because I love movies and I also love. I struggle to find them. I don't trust streaming algorithms that are just like,
Yeah.
look at this movie, look at this movie. In fact, what I've been doing a lot lately is I rent movies from the library and then I make sure to watch all the trailers that are attached to that DVD, and that's how I find new movies.
Oh,
Like just
okay.
kind of obscure trailers. Well, this is a very cool take on that. It's called Next Flick. Nextflick.tv. Try to say that without saying Netflix. Next Flick, which is just an endless stream of trailers.
And probably movies you haven't heard of?
Oh,
or-
I went through it. Because you just hit refresh to pull up a new one, and I would say I probably had heard of 10% of the movies that are listed here, and it's kind of nice because most of the trailers are under a minute and a half, and instead of just like spending 30 minutes on Netflix browsing through movies you're never going to watch before you just end up watching Tiger King again, you just hop on here and just throw it up and just.
I want to know what this one is because I refreshed and it said this video is private.
Uh-oh.
It must have been a very serious
I
trailer.
want to know what it is.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a fun thing if you love movies. Nextflick.tv. And then the last thing, this is a serious time waster.
Okay, I've been playing this, and now I'm hooked.
Yeah, because at first I was like, this is dumb.
If you're into Tetris, you would probably
Okay.
love this.
I saw it described as slow motion Tetris where you're forced to stare at your mistakes and regret them. It's called 368 Chickens, which I think
It's a lot of chickens.
it's the exact number of chickens it takes to realize you wasted way too much time on this game. It is like Carrie said. It's like it's Tetris, but imagine you've just got the board and you get to put your pieces wherever. It's kind of, or like Dr. Mario, kind of that similar vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're just matching chickens, and you're trying to get from 368 chickens down to 0. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe it tracks you with cookies, so you can just close it and come back, and you'll keep your chicken.
Oh, you don't have to
I
start
don't-
all over. I see.
I don't know what I did, but it says, congratulations, you rescued the 368 chickens in 0 attempts.
Wow.
The chickens are very grateful. Now you have rescued all the chickens. You can no longer play the game.
How
Sorry.
did you do that,
Yeah,
Bill?
very
I
good.
don't
Dude,
know.
because somebody at your house probably already played this.
Oh, okay.
Could be.
Yeah, so they already found and saved all 368
You have a
chickens for
hero
you.
living with
Wow.
you, Bill.
Yeah, so you're all taken
amazing.
care of.
It's harder than you'd think.
Yeah.
It was easy for me.
Well, yeah. Apparently.
Bill had no problem with it.
All right.
Is that it, JD?
That's it.
I like
Yeah,
the chicken game. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
How's the how the cupcakes cupcakes?
No,
Cookies?
cookies. They're
How's
cookies.
the cookies coming?
They're amazing. We actually have a king cake cookie this week.
Oh, yeah,
no
today's-
plastic baby.
Today's
for-
Fat Tuesday. We haven't even
for
mentioned
Mardi
that yet.
Gras.
Yeah, we also have we have a king cake. We have a French silk pie. We got all sorts of Mardi Gras cookies.
Now, you say there's no baby in the cookie?
No, we couldn't fit them in there. We tried.
We
This
tried.
is this is at you work at
Crave Cookies.
Crave Cookies.
Yeah, come down to Crave Cookies Draper. I'll hook you up with a king cake.
All right, Jonathan Deasing. Thank you, JD.
Thanks, guys.
All right.